Snow is falling all around me. Children playing and having fun. It's the season, love and understanding. Merry Christmas, everyone. Time for parties, celebrations, people dancing all night long. Time for presents and exchanging kisses. Time for singing Christmas songs. That's what we do tonight. We're gonna have a party tonight. I'm gonna find that girl underneath the mistletoe. We'll kiss by candlelight. Room is swaying, records playing, all the old songs we love to hear. All I wish that every day was Christmas. What a nice way to spend the year. Mistletoe, we'll kiss by candlelight. Snow is falling all around me. Children playing and having fun. It's the season, love and understanding. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone. Sunday shows on Tuesday Live. Maybe this Christmas will mean something more. Maybe this year love will appear deeper than ever before. Maybe forgiveness will ask us to call someone we love, someone we've lost for reasons we can't quite recall. Maybe this Christmas, maybe there'll be an open door. Maybe the star that shone before will shine once more. Maybe there'll be an open door. Maybe the star that shone before will shine once more. Maybe this Christmas will find us at last in heavenly peace, grateful at least for the love we've been shown in the past. Maybe this Christmas, maybe this Christmas. Everybody, sorry to get on the mic here. Whoops! Oh, my hair's flying all over the place. Great to see everybody out there tonight. Thanks for dropping by. That was Maybe This Christmas by the great Canadian songwriter, one of my favorites, Ron Sexsmith, from over Stratford Way. I think he's based out of now. And I opened originally. If you jumped in there early, I don't know. We kind of jumped the gun there. We got I noticed the countdown clock was coming on a little quicker than it usually does. I'm not sure what happened there. But we'll have that fixed by next week, folks. So sorry if you showed up at 7 o'clock and things were already happening here. We got off to an early start. We're so excited about this Christmas music. We wanted to get going. But that first song I opened with, kind of a really fun song. I've heard it before, but I've never tried playing it before. That's the first time. And that was Merry Christmas, Everyone, originally recorded in 1985 by Welsh singer-songwriter Shakin' Stevens. I haven't heard much else from Shakin' Stevens, but I'm sure he's got some other tunes out there. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is our first of 3. You know, we love holiday music so much here on Tuesday Live that we don't do one Christmas special. We do 3 of them. So I hope you're joining us in here tonight, and you'll stick around next week and the following week as well. And I hope everyone out there is getting into the Christmas spirit. The snow has certainly arrived in many parts of our viewing area. I know up in Gravenhurst, where our friends Bet Smith and the Curry Brothers hang out, they had something like 140 centimeters of snow. I don't know if you were following that, if you're here in Ontario, but Highway 11 was closed like for 2 days, and their transport's backed up all over the place. Quite a mess. And I know also down where our good friend Lee is in Buffalo, down that area, they've got a ton of snow as well. Quite exciting football game on Sunday night if you follow NFL football. They had a football game in Buffalo in the snow. It was quite interesting. But anyways, I know not everybody understands 140 centimeters of snow, but that's like up to about my neck. So that's pretty deep snow. I went out yesterday. We got a fair bit of snow overnight, sort of into Monday morning, Sunday into Monday, and I went out yesterday morning with a snow shovel in hand, but pretty soon was trying to get my snowblower started, and there was a lot of snow out there. And I don't know if anyone else out there waits until the first snowfall to see if the blower will start. I don't know. I always say I'm going to get the blower running before the snow flies, and then the snow flies, and I get the blower running. But it got running this week without too much of a problem. But anyways, I don't know if you've started any Christmas baking yet. I've started getting into a little bit of Christmas baking. I made a big batch of pfeffernuss, also known as pepper nuts. It's interesting how food, and especially holiday foods, are tied up in our memories. My mom always kept a big jar of pfeffernuss in the basement, and when I was a kid, I'd sneak down, fill my pockets, then hide out in my room reading a book and snacking on pfeffernuss. If you'd like the recipe, let me know. They're excellent, and they last forever. Not around here, but my mom's, I think, kept them up to a year or so, and they've still been pretty good. They get a little hard, but this makes them better for dipping in coffee. We have a great show tonight. Some seasonal shots from our pal Stan McRae down in Eastern Ontario, and of course lots of Christmas music, including some originals from myself and the rest of the Tuesday Live cast. And as you noticed from that opening number, if you were here, Lazy Horse is back in the house, or actually out the window, but he's providing some beats tonight, so we're looking forward to that. And I noticed Willie's been busy out in the shed, the garden shed this week. I'm not sure what he's up to, but let's head out there and see what Willie's up to. So, wait. Let's not go to Willie yet. I wanted to, we've got some comments in there. I'm not paying attention to my screen here. We've got some comments, and I see some folks checking in. We've got our good friend checking in from Norris Point, Newfoundland, David Ward. Good to see you, David. Thank you so much for dropping in tonight. And more good friends, too, Kathy and Steve, watching from Elmira. Good evening, Kathy and Steve. Thanks for tuning in. And one of the other Kathys that watch the show on a regular basis, Kathy King, Dwight and Kathy, signing in from downtown Kitchener. Good to see you as well. And my good friend Tapper checking in from the Royal City. Good to see you, Tapper. Thanks for dropping in. I saw Tapper was trying to get out cross-country skiing the other day. Great cross-country skiing in Guelph, but he said it was a little sticky. I don't know if that was the skis or the snow. I'm not sure. And also, we've got our friend way out in Arnprior, out in Eastern Ontario, Peter Welch, checking in. Good to see you tonight, Peter. Thank you so much for dropping in. And up in snowy Bruce, and I'm sure it's snowy up there because we're getting a lot of lake effect snow across the province. And Danny up on the Bruce, right on the shores of Lake Huron. That's got to be a little snowy up there. But again, I hope everybody got their snowblowers going. But I know I was out snow blowing. When I was out there on Monday, I noticed that Willie was. I had a bunch of stuff going on out at the shed there. So let's head it out and see what Willie's got in the shed here. Take it away, Willie. Hi, y'all. Willie here. Good to see you. As we kick off our holiday specials, and I got the shed all decorated up for Christmas. I hope you like that. Looks kind of nice, kind of Christmassy out here, even with all that snow we got too. That's really something. But anyways, got a request that came in from Chris Ann, and it's a song. I recognize the guy who originally recorded the song, Joe Diffie, but I ain't never heard this song before, and it's called Leroy the Redneck Reindeer, and it's a good song, good story, so I hope you like it, and thanks, Chris, for sending that in. And I might get Lazy Horse to jump in at some point here, because I seen him hanging around at the back there. So anyways, let's kick her off. Well, you all heard the story about Rudolph and his nose, but I'll tell you a Christmas tale that never has been told. Well, you may think you heard it all, but you ain't heard nothing yet. That's your cue, Lays. About that crazy Christmas that the North Pole can't forget. Rudolph was under the weather and he had to call in sick. So we got on the horn to his cousin Leroy, who was living out in the sticks. Said, Santa's really counting on me, and I hate to pass the buck. Leroy said, hey, I'm on my way, and he jumped in his pickup truck. When Leroy got to the North Pole, all the reindeer snickered and laughed. They never seen a deer in overalls and a John Deere tractor hat. Santa stepped in and said, just calm down, 'cause we all got a job to do. Like it or not, Leroy's in charge and he's gonna be leading you. And it was Leroy, the redneck reindeer, hooked to the front of the sleigh, delivering toys to all the good old boys and the girls along the way. It's just a down-home party animal just stepping across the sky. He mixed jingle bells with a rebel yell and made history that night. Before the night was over, Leroy changed their tune. Had them scooting the hoof and every single roof light of a neon moon. Santa wrapped his bag with a Dixie flag. He was having the time of his life. You can hear him call Merry Christmas, you all, and to all of you all a good night. It was Leroy, the redneck reindeer, hooked to the front of the sleigh, delivering toys to all the good old boys and the girls along the way. It's just a down-home party animal, two-stepping across the sky. He mixed the jingle bells with a rebel yell and made a history that night. He mixed the jingle bells with a rebel yell and made history that night. Awesome. Thanks a lot there, Lays. Awesome. That was awesome. Willie and Lazy Horse out there. Little redneck, Leroy the redneck reindeer. I've never heard that song before. So thanks, Chris, for that request. And if you do have some requests, shoot them in. We're doing 3 shows. So we got 2 more shows to work with, and we've had quite a few requests come in actually, but I think we'll get them in. But if you have one you'd like to hear, let us know. And we're working on some we've already got. We've might not get to all of them tonight, but we'll do what we can. And I saw Mary and John checking in from out in Carmen, Manitoba. So we've got folks across the nation. I know Jim and Lynn watch on YouTube on the big screen out on Vancouver Island. We know some other folks out there watch sometimes too. And my mom over in Ottawa is usually watching on the big screen on at least on YouTube. So thanks so much for coming here tonight, joining us for the Christmas show. Dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. So may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. The classic White Christmas. Bing Crosby singing that famously. I love the part where he takes his pipe. He's there smoking his pipe at the piano in Holiday Inn there, and he ding dong dings the bells on the Christmas tree. And surprisingly enough, those bells were perfectly tuned to the song that he was going to play in the piano. I don't know how they did that, but I love that movie. Although it does have some, and they have a little warning in front, does have some things a little inappropriate around race and things, but you know, it's of its time, like a lot of things, but it's a beautiful movie, and certainly a Christmassy movie. But we've got maybe not so Christmassy. I know Rob Dylan's been working on his Hard Rain's Are Gonna Fall project, taking a line from each song, and I'm not sure what he's got going for us tonight, but let's send it out to Rob Dylan and see what. Oh, I saw somebody else checked in. Stan McRae, our favorite photographer, is here tonight, so thanks for checking in, Stan. Great to see you here. And if you have a chance, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube and you have access to the comments, drop a comment in, say hello. Love to see where folks are watching in from. I know I had a fellow sent me an email this morning, actually replied to the email we send out every Tuesday morning about the show, and replied from Fort Myers. Or not, yeah, Fort Myers, that's what it's called, isn't it? Fort Myers in Florida. And she sent in a request. We get folks from all over. Always great to see where folks are coming in from. But anyways, let's send it out to Rob Dylan to see what he's doing with the Hard Rain's Are Gonna Fall project. Well, good evening, everyone. It's Rob Dylan here. And, I'm working on this Hard Rain's Gonna Fall project. And the first line tonight is, I met a young child beside a dead pony. It's a bit of a depressing line. I'm trying to figure out what to work that into a Christmas show. But so anyways, I wrote a song. It's called The Dead Christmas Pony. I met a young child beside a dead pony on a cold winter's morn, just after dawn. Her eyes were all red, her face pale and drawn. She said this was my gift, but now it is gone. Oh, the brevity of joy in this world so cruel, where miracles fade like the last light of Yule, but hope springs eternal like stars in the night. For in loss and sorrow we may find the light. She told me the tale of Christmas Eve past, how she prayed for a pony, a dream unsurpassed. Her joy knew no bounds when her wishes came true, but by morning's first light that joy was through. Oh, the brevity of joy in this world so cruel, where miracles fade like the last light of Yule, but hope springs eternal like stars in the night. for in loss and sorrow we may find the light. I sat with the child as the snow gently fell, and spoke of a babe born in a humble stable, of shepherds and wise men who came from afar to witness a miracle under Bethlehem's star. Though that child too was lost, as the scriptures do say, his story lives on, bringing hope to this day. So I told the young girl as we stood in the snow that love never dies, it only can grow. Oh, the brevity of joy in this world so cruel, where miracles fade like the last light of a Yule, but hope springs eternal like stars in the night. For in loss and sorrow we may find the light. Now whenever I see a child with bright eyes, I remember that morning, that pony, those cries, and I think of the lesson learned long ago, that in darkness and light love continues to grow. Oh, the brevity of joy in this world so cruel, where miracles fade like the last light of Yule, but hope springs eternal like stars in the night. For in loss and sorrow we may find the light. For in loss and sorrow there must be some light. Wow, Rob, lovely song, Rob. Dead Christmas Pony. I'm not sure that's going to become a big Christmas hit, but it's certainly has some touching elements. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Rob Dylan working on the Harder Rain's Gonna Fall project. Love that project he's working on, but some interesting songs coming out of it. And I see Emily Ann pointing out the famous leg lamp that Willie has out in the shed. I don't know if many people got that reference, but you'll shoot your eye out. That's another tip for that one. But anyways, we said we're going to do some original songs. We had Rob Dylan there with the Dead Christmas Pony. That was exciting. And I've got a song. I call it Another Christmas Song, and I think I've played it before. I was sort of thinking this morning when I was getting the show ready that this is the 5th Christmas we've been doing the show, and we've probably done about 15. At the end of this, in 2 weeks, we'll have done 15 Christmas specials over 5 years. So, anyways, hard to believe 5 years gone by. We've been doing Christmas shows, but we love Christmas music here on Tuesday Live. We do it year round if we could. Well, maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should turn Tuesday Live into a year-round Christmas show. There's there are Christmas stores around that go year-round, so why not Christmas music? Probably is a station somewhere you can listen to Christmas music 24/7, 365. Anyways, this song's called Another Christmas Song, and it's a song I wrote. It's another Christmas song, I guess. Outside my snow. Let's try that again. Outside my window, snow is falling. Flakes melt and slide on down the pane. Reminds me that Christmas is coming. Reminds me I have faith favorite old songs to sing. Pull out the old familiar carols, sing a few of Bing's old movie tunes. Maybe it's time to write a new one, instead of singing old black and white movie songs. Does the world need another Christmas song? 2,000 years after angels sang, shouldn't there be lots of cheer to go around? Do we really need another Christmas song? What do you think? Maybe I'll bake some cookies. I love cookies. All the kinds my mom used to make. Sugar, butter, flour, the holy bacon trinity. Are cookies all that Christmas means to me? They mean a lot. Perhaps I'll go cut down a Christmas tree. That's kind of mean. Or maybe just plant one in the yard. Call up an old friend or just mail her a Christmas card. Wait, I can't do that. The post office isn't working. Or maybe I'll just write another Christmas song. Does the world need another Christmas song? 2,000 years after angels sang. Maybe we should just think of things that we can do that won't require another Christmas song. Does the world need another Christmas song? 2,000 years after angels sang. Shouldn't there be lots of cheer to go around? Do we really need another Christmas song? Do we really need another Christmas song? I thought we need another Christmas song. Another Christmas song. There's another one. We've made another one. Yes, and Kathy agrees. Yes, we do need another. We can use another Christmas song. Our friend, you may recall from earlier on one of the early episodes of Tuesday Live when we had a guest come in all the way from Illinois. Noah Hutton, and he's if you follow him on Facebook, he's released a Christmas song, another Christmas song. So there is another Christmas song out there, and we're going to be singing some other Christmas songs as well, some original songs as we go through our three shows of Christmas, I guess we might call it. We're on the first show. It's kind of like the advent of Christmas music. We're counting down to Christmas with shows. And Danny wants Blue Christmas by Elvis. Well, we'll try to slip that in, Danny. The only concerned about that, the executive producer, not a big fan of that song. Anyone, it does remind you of loss at Christmas, which is kind of sad, but I mean, I guess that's part of the thing. We can't just keep all our emotions up. We got to have a little bit of balance. So we'll maybe try to fit that in. Danny, thanks for that request. I do like that song. I am playing a live show in in a couple weeks, actually a week from tomorrow, playing but it's not, unfortunately it's not a public live show, it's a private party, which is why I have this little rig up here. I'm trying to get my live sound tuned back up again, so because I use these close proximity mics when I'm playing live, so I thought I'd better get used to it before I head out into the world. But let's what do we have? No, we got Stan's picks coming up. Stan was out wandering about the wilds and wilderness and railway sidings of eastern Ontario this past week and grabbed some great pictures for us. So let's send it over to Stan McRae. Awesome, Stan. Always captures some great pictures. The CP Holiday Train, which I think comes up through here. It may have already gone through. I think it plays somewhere. Does it play up by Finch or someplace out in eastern Ontario, somewhere a little farther north of the river, where the rail line goes through? It's not on this because the CN line is close to the river, but I think the CP line's a little farther north. And it's also it comes out through, I think, Cambridge. It comes through as well. But they have musicians that play with it. They sort of pull into a station. I think they drop down or they open up the doors. They have a kind of a stage on board. It's kind of cool. I've never seen it, but I've seen lots of pictures of it. Most from Stan, actually. Although we do get some newspaper coverage here sometimes as well. But here's a song. I just learned the song too, but it's a great song, and I appreciate it. It was a request from Dwight King, a request from the Kings, and it's a great tune. It's called "If We Make It Through December," and it's been recorded by a number of people. And I'm not sure, we don't have Chris here tonight to give us all the song history. But I certainly know Merle Haggard did it, and that's my version is kind of inspired more by Merle, I think, than some of the other versions. If we make it through December, everything's gonna be alright, I know. It's the coldest time of winter, and I shiver when I see the falling snow. If we make it through December, got plans to be a warmer town come summertime. California. If we make it through December, we'll be fine. Got laid off down at the factory, and their timing's not the greatest in the world. Heaven knows I've been working hard. Wanted Christmas to be right for Daddy's girl. I don't mean to hate December. It's meant to be the happy time of year. And my little girl don't understand why Daddy can't afford no Christmas here. If we make it through December, everything's gonna be alright, I know. It's the coldest time of winter, and I shiver when I see the fallen snow. If we make it through December, got plans to be a warmer town come summertime. Maybe even California. Make it through December, we'll be fine. If we make it through December, from the great Merle Haggard. November 24th, the train came through Cambridge. I guess we missed it here, folks. Sorry about that. Tuesday Live, we report on things, not so much advance notice. Anyways, the show is rolling along here. We may wind up a little early tonight, get into the Christmas cookies a little early, maybe, if that's what you're waiting for after the show, or maybe you're nibbling on a Christmas cookie as you're watching the show. And it's always helpful if you are watching on Facebook, especially. If you hit the little share button down there, certainly hit the like button and the share button. It helps get it out to folks, because Facebook and I don't get along that well. Facebook doesn't really let me promote my stuff too much. Not sure why. Maybe it's not as dramatic as some of the other things, but it is dramatic. This is drama at its best, isn't it? But we're having a great time here tonight, folks. Thank you so much for dropping in, and thanks, Dwight, for that request. Awesome song. And let's send it out to Dublin, Ontario, to that Irish fella, Robbie O'Spoon, to see if he's got something for us tonight. Take it away there, Robbie. Well, hello, everybody out there in internet lands. Robbie O'Spoon here in Dublin, Ontario's having a grand old time, standing out here in the snowy woods, trying to get me Christmas on, getting in the Christmas spirit, playing some Christmas tunes. And I got one here for you. It's, I like me Christmas cake at Christmas, don't get me wrong. I like a good Christmas cake, a nice dark one. Me ma made a beautiful one, that's for sure. I always like the cherries in, it's my favorite part. But anyways, Miss Fogarty, she makes Christmas cake that's not so good, and that's kind of what this song is about. It's called Miss Fogarty's Christmas Cake. As I sat by my window last evening, a letterman brought unto me a little gilt-edged invitation saying, Robbie, come over for tea. I knew that the Fogarty sent it, so I went just for old friendship's sake. The first thing they gave me to tackle was a slice of Miss Fogarty's cake. There were plums and prunes and cherries, there were citrons and raisins and cinnamon too. There was nutmeg, cloves and berries, and a crust that was nailed on with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance, sure would build up a fine stomach ache. It would kill a man twice after eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Miss Maloney, she wanted to try it, but really there wasn't no use, for we worked it in over an hour and we couldn't get none of it loose. Till Kelly came in with the hatchet and Murphy came in with the saw. The cake was enough by the powers to paralyze any man's jaw. There were plums and prunes and cherries. There were citrons and raisins and cinnamon too. There was nutmeg, cloves and berries, and a crust was nailed on with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance, sure would build up a fine stomach ache. It would kill a man twice after eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Miss Fogarty, proud as a peacock, kept smiling and blinking away, till she tripped over Flanagan's brogans and she spilt the home brew in her tea. "Robbie," she says, "you're not eatin'. Have a little bit more for me sake." "No thanks, Miss Fogarty," says I've had quite enough of your cake." There were plums and prunes and cherries. There were citrons and raisins and cinnamon too. There was nutmeg, cloves and berries, and a crust that was nailed on with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance, sure would build up a fine stomach ache. It would kill a man twice after eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Maloney was took with the colic. McNulty complained of his head. McFadden lay down on the sofa and he swore that he wished he was dead. Miss Lady found on her hyrix, and there she did wiggle and shake, and every man swore he was poisoned after eating Miss Fogarty's cake. There were plums and prunes and cherries. There were citrons and raisins and cinnamon too. There was nutmeg, cloves and berries, and a crust that was nailed on with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance, sure would build up a fine stomach ache. It would kill a man twice after eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Yes, there were plums and prunes and cherries. There were citrons and raisins and cinnamon too. There was nutmeg, cloves and berries, and a crust that was nailed on with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance, sure would build up a fine stomach ache. It would kill a man twice after eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. It would kill a man twice after eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Yeah, stay away from that cake, that's for sure. Well, thank you so much for that, Robbie. Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Robbie usually brings that out of storage every year. That song, it's a great tune. And you know, Christmas cake is it gets a bad rap sometimes. There's certainly a lot of bad ones out there, but there's a lot of really good ones too, if you're into that sort of thing. I think what turns a lot of people off is sometimes it has a bit of a seediness to it. I don't know if there's either the seediness, I think, that turns people off, which I think is probably out of the raisins or something, or people just don't like dried fruit, I guess, is another thing. And then also is a lot of people use that candied fruit, the candied peel, which is a bit of an acquired taste, but it's a good candied peel is quite delightful, I think, but there are some bad ones out there for sure. Anyways, here's another kingly request. Kathy King requested this song. It's by the band. I'm not sure if they have many Christmas songs, but it's Come Down to the Manger, is it? Must be Christmas. Must be Christmas. Something. I lost the title of it. I was gonna get Lazy to join me. Lazy, why don't you jump in here? It's a little heavy, Lazy, but I guess we'll do it. Come down to the manger, see the little stranger, wrapped in swaddling clothes, Prince of Peace. The wheels started turning, starters started burning, and the old wise man journeyed from the east. How a little baby boy bring the people so much joy. Son of a carpenter, Mary carried the light. This must be Christmas, must be tonight. A shepherd on a hillside, where over my flock I buy. On a cold winter's night, a band of angels sing. In a dream I heard a voice, said, "Fear not, come rejoice. It's the end of the beginning, praise a newborn King." How a little baby boy bring the people so much joy. Son of a carpenter, Mary carried the light. This must be Christmas, must be tonight. Saw it with my own eye, written up in the skies. But why a simple herdsman such as I? And then it came to pass, he was born at last, right below the star that shines on high. How a little baby boy bring the people so much joy. Son of a carpenter, Mary carried the light. Must be Christmas, must be tonight. Son of a carpenter, Mary carried the light. Must be Christmas, must be tonight. Must be tonight. Must be tonight. Must be tonight. That's a fun song. Great band version too. I urge you, I encourage you, I beg you to listen to some of these songs that we pull out that we pull out of that you may not have heard before. Go back, listen to the original, because we are doing covers of them, and I think it's always worthwhile to check out the original, and get a little spin off for the original writers of the song too. I think they get. I mean, we're not making money off this show, but if we were, some of them royalties would go to the composers of all those songs, because they compose them after all. We're just performing them. But we have fun performing them, and we compose some of our own as well. But anyways, we're coming up to the end of the show here. We're a little early tonight, maybe. I'm thinking we got started early. We had to kind of jump the gun there with the start of the show. I'm not sure what happened, but we'll wind it up as we go, and we'll maybe let you go a little early tonight, and we'll jump into the after party a little early too, which is always fun. But we've got a little bit more coming here. We've got Neil Old to do a tune for us. So I'm going to send it over to Neil. I'm not sure exactly what he's playing tonight, but I think he might be doing a request too. But take it away, Neil.
Hi everybody, it's Neil Old here. Good to see you tonight. Nice to see Lazy Horse in the house tonight too. I haven't seen him for a long time. We had a bit of a falling out, or maybe I should call it a falling off. I fell off. I went for a ride. He took me for a little spin around the field, and I fell off. And he said it was because I wasn't much of a horseman, and I said it was because he's a bit of a bucker. But anyways, we're still a little we maybe come to peace over the Christmas holidays here. But anyways, I'm gonna do this by myself. But nice to see him back on the show. And this is a song that fell out in Norris Point, Newfoundland. David Ward requested. It's a song called The Rebel Jesus, and it was originally a Jackson Browne tune. I hope you like it. The streets are filled with laughter and light and the music of the season. and the merchants' windows are all bright with the faces of the children, and the families hurry into their homes as the sky darkens and freezes. We'll be gathering round their hearths and tables, giving thanks for God's graces and the birth of the rebel Jesus. Well, they call him by the Prince of Peace, and they call him by the Savior, and they pray to him upon the seas and in every bold endeavor. And they fill his churches with their pride and gold as their faith in him increases. But they've turned the nature that I worshipped in from a temple to a robber's den. In the words of the rebel Jesus. Well, we guard our world with locks and guns, and we guard our fine possessions. And once a year when Christmas comes, we give to our relation. And perhaps we give a little to the poor if the generosity should seize us. But if any one of us should interfere in the business of why they are poor, they get the same as a rebel Jesus. Pardon me if I have seemed to take the tone of judgment, for I've no wish to come between this day and your enjoyment. In a life of hardship and earthly toil, there's a need for anything that frees us. So I bid you pleasure and I bid you cheer from a heathen and a pagan on the side of the rebel Jesus.
That was awesome, Neil. Thank you for that song, filling out that request for David out there in Norris Point, Newfoundland, where I'm sure it's quite wintry as well, I believe. I don't know. I think Newfoundland's getting some winter this winter. They usually do. Whoops. I'm running off camera there. Better be careful. But anyways, we're coming up towards the end of the show. We've got a wee bit left. Maybe time for a couple more songs. We'll squeeze a couple more in here and maybe get you away in time to catch the final Jeopardy question. Maybe even. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But so glad for folks coming out here tonight. And also, I should throw a shout out to our buddy Lou. Lou watches the show religiously every week, but not after the fact. He obviously has something else on Tuesday night. Can't always make it live, although he does pop in here once in a while. But Lou always watches the show and adds some kind comments after the fact, and other folks pop in as well too. So thanks, Lou. I know you might be watching it after the fact, but we appreciate taking the time to watch the show every week. And we're doing Christmas, and we love Christmas. And this is a song, a John Prine Christmas song. Probably not the one you think. There's one that John Prine Christmas song that's quite well known. kind of a little different Christmas song. And this one's maybe not precisely a Christmas song, but certainly has some Christmas reference in it. So it's called All the Best. I wish you love and happiness. I guess I wish you all the best. I wish you don't do like I do and ever fall in love with someone like you. 'Cause if you fell just like I did, you'd probably walk around the block like a little kid. But kids don't know, they can only guess how hard it is to wish you happiness. I guess that love is like a Christmas card. You decorate a tree, throw it in the yard. It decays and dies, and the snowman melt. Well, I once knew love, I knew how love felt. Yeah, I knew love, and love knew me. When I walked, love walked with me. And I got no hate, and I got no pride. Well, I got so much love that I cannot hide. Well, I got so much love that I cannot hide. Say you drive a Chevy, say you drive a Ford, say you drive around the block till you just get bored. Then you change your mind for something else to do, and your heart gets bored with your mind and it changes you. It's a doggone shame and it's an awful mess. I wish you love, I wish you happiness. I wish you love, I wish you happiness. I guess I wish you all the best. All the best from John Prying. Well, anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. We've had a fun show here. Seen a few folks sort of dropping in and out, but if you have a chance, hit that share button. That always helps us promote the show a bit and get it out to a wider audience. And, you know, if you like the show, maybe your friends will enjoy the show too. We're always looking for more folks in here, and hope all your Christmas preparations are going well. And if you do have to get out and travel at all this Christmas season, you have safe travels. And we might be doing a little bit of travel, thinking of maybe heading down Ottawa way for a bit. Maybe we'll see. But but yeah, it is beginning to sound a lot like Christmas, as Kathy says. And we do enjoy Christmas music here at Tuesday Live. We really have to hold ourselves back from jumping into it before December 1st. But as soon as that calendar flips to December, we figure it's legitimate to start playing Christmas music, because we should, you know. I know the Americans typically play Christmas music. The kickoff for the Christmas season is their Thanksgiving, which so maybe we should in Canada we should take a little lead from our neighbors to the south and start Christmas right after Thanksgiving. The fact our Thanksgiving's in early October would make for a very long Christmas season. But love Christmas and the joy with it. So if you have a request, send it in. Let us know. Would love to play your request for you. But Let me see. I think I need a harmonica for this one, so I'm doing a little different finishing song since I play Just Love all the time. And well, we do love that song here at Tuesday Live and out there as well, I think. I think we'll mix it up a bit and play some Christmas songs that are of a loving sort as well, which is what it's all about, I guess, getting together with family and everything. But anyways, this one's a Steve Earle song. It's called Nothing But a Child. Once upon a time, in a far-off land, a wise man saw a sign set out across the sand, songs of praise to sing. They traveled day and night, precious gifts to bring, all guided by the light. Chased a brand new star ever towards the west, across the mountains far, but then it came to rest. They scarce believe their eyes, and come so many miles. The miracle named Christ was nothing but a child. Nothing but a child could wash those tears away, or guide a weary world into the light of day. Nothing but a child could help erase those lies, so once again we all can be children for a every little town, every day is heard a precious little sound, and every mother kind, and every father proud, are counting down to find another child survive. Nothing but a child could wash those tears away, or guide a weary world into the light of day. Nothing but a child could help erase those lies, so once again we all can be children for a while. Drop in, see me at the after party, or we'll see you next week on part 2 of our Tuesday Live Christmas specials. Hope to see you then.